So this is the SK8 Pro Max version 2. In today's video, I'm going to talk about should you buy this watch or not. So this is the latest version of this watch and this is my full review of this. First of all, let's just talk about the build quality. So on the back, you guys can see it looks like, it's made out of glass, but it is not that. It's actually plastic on the back, but the sides are made out of stainless steel, which is actually very good quality. So you will definitely feel that this watch is made very well and it looks exactly like the Apple Watch Ultra. So talking about the front, we have a very gorgeous display. Now this is a 2-inch display which has super AMOLED resolution, and you know what, the best part about this display is the smoothness. Now this is a 60 Hz display, so you will see everything just glides in this watch. It's super duper smooth, and the fact that I have also applied a screen guard, so you guys can see that I have applied a screen guard here, and this screen guard fits perfectly. So this watch has the same dimensions as that of the Apple Watch Ultra. The strap quality is also very good. I just like the way it looks and feels. It is very comfortable to wear for longer usage. Now let's just talk about the features of this watch. Number one feature which I really like about this watch is its smoothness. Now this watch is by far the smoothest Apple Watch Ultra replica which you are gonna get. You guys can see the 60 Hz just glides in this watch, and that is the best part. Now let's just talk about some settings you will get in this watch. Now one of my favorite setting you get in this watch is actually always on display. Now this was not present in the earlier version of the SK8 Pro Max, but in this version we have always on display, which is amazing. So you just have to close your watch and you guys can see this is the always on display, and it looks fantastic. Like you guys can see the pixels go black. It will also save a lot of battery. For those of you guys who are wondering, this is a super AMOLED display, so it will save a lot of battery, and most importantly it looks amazing. Now let's just talk about one more feature which I like a lot about this watch is its compass. Like the compass works absolutely fine and I just love it. You guys can see it has a lot of smoothness in it as well. So the compass is very nicely working, no problems whatsoever. Now let's just talk about one more feature which I found out very amazing in this watch is in terms of the stopwatch. So if you go in the stopwatch app, okay, let me just go in the stopwatch app. You guys can see if you press this crown button, it's gonna start the clock. If you press it again, it will stop, and if you press this button, it's going to reset. So the buttons are also very well customized. So if you just press this button, it's gonna take a lapse. So that is amazing. Like the integration of the software with the hardware is amazing. I just like the way all the apps work in here. Now we have this button which is actually for the recent apps. So if you just press this button, you guys are gonna see we will be greeted with a lot of recent apps. So these are the recent apps it has. Now this watch has 128 MB of RAM, which isn't a lot, but again, speaking of the price you get this watch, it's amazing. Then we also have a lot of watch faces. This one is my favorite for dark, in dark environments it looks fantastic, and you guys can see in outdoor also the brightness is fantastic. Like I'm shooting this video outdoors and you guys can see how good this smartwatch looks. So now let us talk about one more important feature of this smartwatch is this action button. So it does open the sports mode as soon as you press this button, but the thing is the sensors aren't real in this watch, so you are not going to get that actual Apple Watch feel while wearing this. But one very interesting thing I found out that even though that the heart rate sensor isn't real, you still get a lot greater accuracy in sleep tracking. I don't know how the smartwatch tracks my sleep, but this is very accurate. Like every time I sleep, it records the exact time. So in the app it gives you a better idea of how it has recorded, but again that sleep tracking is excellent in this watch. I just love it. Like it's just so good. Now let's just move on towards one of the most important things in this watch, and that is its features. So here in terms of the features, we also have a screen lock. If you just press this lock button and you have to then hold your the crown button for 3 seconds and it will unlock, and if you have any password you have to actually manually enter the password to open it. So that is one feature which you definitely need to know while having the SK8 Pro Max, that you can lock this watch. It also has race to wake and a lot of other features. So now let's just talk about like what are the things you have extra. So we have a calculator app which works perfectly fine. Like you can just easily multiply, divide, and do whatever you want, so no problems there. Then we have my favorite app, that is actually a game. This is Flappy Bird. Simply you just have to tap and it will fly. So this game also works very nicely in this watch. I like the way it works. If you do like my videos, make sure smash the like button and subscribe. So this is one game you get in this watch. Then we have a lot of other things. We have the weather app. The weather app is actually a replica of the Apple Ultra watch, which is exactly the same. It looks fantastic the way it is made, and yes, it does show real data synced from the smartphone, so no problems in that. So now after the weather app, we have the Siri app. It works perfectly fine. I'm not gonna use right now. Then we have this app, which is actually, I don't know what it is. It is Met something there. Then we have the flashlight. This is also a very common use app. If you want to use it, you can. Definitely, it works perfectly fine. And then we have the dialer. The dialer is one of my most interesting apps here. You can actually check the recent app contacts, and you can even press on dial and dial anyone you want. We just don't have an hashtag button here. We just have a plus button. So that is one thing you need to know. So after the dialer is done, we have one of the apps, which is actually bedside clock. I don't know what it does, but I think it's a cool feature to have. Then we have the camera shutter. Now this is a very useful feature. Many people use this to record their videos, mainly YouTube videos. Then we have find my device. I don't know what this is. This is short video reminder. Okay, short video remote. So if you are recording a video from your smartphone, you can use this as a remote as well. Then this is pressure sensor. I don't know if it is real. I think it's definitely fake. In this watch, you're not gonna get real pressure sensors. Then we have after the pressure sensors, we have the most important feature, which is Chat GPT. You guys can see this is Chat GPT. It does work in this watch. If you're wondering, I'm gonna make another separate video where I will show you how it actually works, but right now you just need to believe me that yes, it does work and it's excellent. So yeah, I do like the way how Chat GPT works. We also have this memo app of Chat GPT, that is GPT Memo. It also works perfectly fine, so I like it. Now let's just talk about this app. This is actually app view. So we have 4 types of app views in this watch. You have the normal one, then you have the cellular one, and you guys can see it works perfectly smoothly. And if you double tap the crown, it's gonna open this view. This is also very unique, I must say. And then double tap one more time and you get this view. Like, this is one of my favorite views you can get in this watch. It's amazing. So these are the amazing features of this watch. Now let's just talk about the battery life. So I have been using this watch since around 2 days now, and the battery life I'm getting is actually fantastic. You guys can see even after heavy use, I'm having 41% of the battery left, and it's already 6 p.m. at night, like in the evening. So it definitely means that this is an all 2-day watch without any problem. And the fact that it looks exactly like an Apple Watch, it doesn't even heat a lot. Yeah, one thing I wanted to note in this video, that is while charging, I do feel that the charger and this watch heats up a little bit in the at this part, but this happens only while charging. While wearing, you have no problems whatsoever. It looks fantastic, works fantastic, so I just like how it works. So that was my opinion on this watch. I think it's a perfect watch for anyone who's looking to buy this. It has almost all the things working for it. The messaging, the messenger app, everything is just working perfectly fine, and you will love the watch. So that's pretty much it. What do you like? What do you think about this video? Make sure to smash the like button and subscribe my channel for more videos like this. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.